Hello and welcome. This is a brief tour of our food guides. We're using Halifax for this example, but they're all the same, so we'll start at the top and work our way down. First of all, at the top here we have the option for people to register with us. One of the advantages of registering is that they can go in and they can rate restaurants and they can give feedback to restaurants. Those ratings and that feedback is private for that individual and that restaurant. Also, as soon as they're registered with us, we can obviously instantly email them any special offers that people might have if they want to get it out there. The next thing, obviously, if somebody is not listed with us currently, they can click here and give us their details and we'll get in touch with them to get them a listing. Across the top, obviously, we've got the home page, which is where we're at. We've got the What's On section, which we'll come to in a second. We've got About Us, which tells you more about the company Customer Solutions, us that made the actual guides themselves. We've got other areas, which will give you a list of the other food guides that we do, contact details, and account login for our restaurant clients who want to update their details. You can also, with this new functionality here, like us on Facebook, +1 us on Google, and follow us on Twitter. So first of all, the functionality. On the home page, we bring through at random 4 different venues in these particular slots. Every time you come onto the site, those 4 different venues change. So if I refresh the screen, see it says select another selection of 4. When somebody's a registered user, these 4 will be picked as recommendations based on places that they've rated highly. So it'll look at their ratings and suggest places that it thinks that they'll like based on the places that they've said they like. So how do I look for a venue? Several ways I can do it. First of all, I can simply just bang the search bar and it'll give me a jumbled up list of everybody. The results are randomised every single time a search is conducted, so everybody gets an equal chance at coming first, second, third, etc. So hopefully every time you search you should get a nice fresh list of results for you to have a look at. So in addition to that, I can be more specific. So if I want to just specifically look for a gastropub, for the sake of argument, I can just select gastropub from the menu type and search. If I know what food I want, so let's say I know that I want fish and seafood, I can select that food type from the list and it'll bring back places that do that. In terms of area, I can search for particular areas within that particular food guide itself. And then I can also look for different menu types. So if I just want an early bird, I can select early bird, and that's all I'll see, people who have an early bird offer on. If I know the name of the venue, I can simply type it in here. So if I want The Hobbit, I can simply type in The Hobbit, click go, and it'll bring me back The Hobbit's results. If I don't know the name of the venue, but I do know what food I really fancy, so you know, if I specifically want somewhere that has cheesecake, for the sake of argument, it'll literally just return the places that have that on their menu. So that's the functionality and how to search. Once we've selected somewhere, so I'll, for the purposes of this, use the design house. We simply click on their entry and it takes us through to more detail. So what we've got here is a main image, we've got a gallery where we can view some relevant images of that particular venue, and we've also got a selection of options up at the top here. We've also got a key, so rolling the mouse over tells me exactly which element of the key it means. So we can check out this guy's menus. So we've got his lounge menu there, got his restaurant menu there. We can check out his special offers, so we can see he's got a fixed price offer. We can check out his seasonal menus, so at the moment he's got Valentine's Day on there and we can download the actual PDF document of his Valentine's Day menu. I won't do that for the purposes of this particular demo. And then he's also got his events, so again he's got Valentine's Day listed in there. And then this particular page at the end can be customised per client. So for this particular guy it's outside catering, but if he was a hotel that might be accommodation, or if he was a pub with a function room that might be function room. And then finally, for his contact details and opening times, we simply click here and then in a pop-up window we get all that relevant information, so we can immediately see his address. We can click here and go straight to a map. We can click, if we're on a phone, we can just press the number and call them straight away. We can email them, we can visit their website, we can follow them on Twitter, and we can like them on Facebook. And if the end user that's done this search hasn't registered yet, they get a little reminder that they can rate this restaurant if they register. So that brings us on to the next section, which is the what's on. So as we could see, Design House had Valentine's Day listed. So on the front page of the guide, in fact on every page of the guide, it's always there. It pulls through at random some of the things that are happening over the next week. So this is the 6th of February, so it's pulling through some of the bits and bobs that are happening over the next 7 days down here. So, but if I want a more detailed view, I can click View All Local Events. So, and it'll literally bring me a list of everything that's happening around and about. So obviously Mother's Day and Valentine's Day is prominent at the moment, with it being the 6th of February. But what else I can do is I can select a specific date. So if I know I'm going out on a Friday and I want to see what's on that particular Friday, I can select that date and it'll just bring me that relevant information. So the next thing that we have is the Twitter feed. Anybody who's following us on Facebook or Twitter gets instant updates as soon as somebody updates their details. So the Lamb, as we can see, added a new offer to the Halifax Food Guide website about an hour ago. So that will immediately have gone out to our Facebook group and our Twitter group. And if that particular client has the social element option installed, it'll also post on their Twitter and their Facebook group as well. So that's a quick overview of the food guides themselves. As always, if you have any questions, you can call us on 0800 612 6921.